The Dallas Cowboys blow a 17-point lead to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's get right into it. Yes, sir. Welcome back to a special edition of the Dope Sports Podcast. It is Sunday night, December the 18th, 2022, and we are here doing a YouTube exclusive. The reason we are doing it this way instead of our normal live stream on Twitch and YouTube on Tuesday morning this week is because I will be out of the country. It is officially vacation time for me, and my family are heading to the border, baby. We going to Mexico, and we're going to enjoy this week.
Let's go.
Yeah. But let's get right into it, man. And I wanted to give you guys a chance, my YouTube followers and my Twitch followers. I wanted to give you guys a chance to still be able to leave your predictions, for a chance to win an Amazon gift card. You might get a gift card right before, right during Christmas. Christmas on Sunday. So, yeah, you'll get your gift card on Christmas, if not before, if you out-predict me for the Week 16 of the NFL. So I wanted to do this so you guys can still have a chance to, to predict and win merch, things like that. So I'm still looking out for you. Even though I'm about to go on vacation, I should be packing. It's 10:53 my time, and I got to leave at 4:30 a.m. But I'm thinking about you guys still. And I just did a wrestling podcast for 2.5 hours. So it's a lot going on. I should be packing, but I'm still thinking about you guys because that's how I do it here at Dope Content, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it, man. Cowboys lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars 40-34 after blowing a 17-point lead in the second half. Dak Prescott 23 of 30, 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 107 rating. And then we had Trevor Lawrence 27 of 42, 318 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 109 quarterback rating. Tony Pollard, 19 carries, 75 yards. Ezekiel Elliott, 16 carries, 58 yards, which is crazy because it don't seem like they carried the ball that much in this game. But, Pollard had 19, Zeke had 16. That's crazy. That's a lot for 2 different running backs. Travis Etienne Jr., 19 carries, 103 yards. Jamal Agnew, 3 carries, 52 yards. CeeDee Lamb went off, 7 carries, 126 yards. Zay Jones, 6 catches, 109, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, crazy. Christian Kirk, 6 catches, 92 yards. Evan Ingram, 8 catches, 62 yards. So you can see the defense did not look good for the Dallas Cowboys. Gave up over 500 yards total. Dealt with some injuries. Van Der Esch left the game. Armstrong left the game. It was looking bad, and I have some concerns about this team as we getting closer and closer to the playoffs. And a lot of people are, it's Dak. Dak this, Dak that. Dak this, Dak that. You know what I got to say to y'all that just put it all on Dak?
Shut up, bitch.
I didn't say it. Dwayne Johnson said it. It wasn't me. It was Dwayne Johnson. You heard the voice. It wasn't me. I didn't say it. Dwayne Johnson said it for me. The Rock. He said it for me. Now, don't get it twisted now. Dak Prescott is a concern. And he's going to always be the concern because you are the quarterback of the team. And your quarterback of the team is averaging 2 interceptions a game. We can't do that. And I understand it's a lot of, hey, his arm got hit or this got tipped and all that. Whatever the case may be, the point is he is turning the ball over at least 2 times a game. That can't keep happening. It can't keep happening. Had to clear my throat real quick. They can't keep happening, man. And Kellen Moore, he's just as inconsistent as everybody else on the team. Kellen Moore is a huge concern for me. Kellen Moore might be our biggest concern. It's either that or the DBs. I don't know which one is a bigger concern for me between Kellen Moore and the DBs. The defensive line, I'm starting to get a little nervous too because they're not getting pressure. They're not getting sacks. Parsons got a sack today. That was it. Armstrong, I haven't seen him get a sack in a while. Dante Fowler, is he even playing? I can't tell you the last time I seen Fowler, number 56. Sam Williams almost got a sack, but Trevor got out of that. DeMarcus Lawrence, good stop last week on the run at the goal line against Houston. But as far as rushing the quarterback, I ain't seen him back there. I have not seen him back there. So I'm starting to get nervous. I'm starting to feel like they are starting to wear down. I know Parsons said his body is starting to wear down this year more than what it did last year because this year he's playing more on the line as an edge rusher versus him playing half a game as an edge rusher and half game as a linebacker. He has been pretty much 80% on the line this year, and he's getting hit every play, and it's starting to wear on him late in the season because there's something he's not used to. So I'm starting to get nervous about things like that happening. We saw a lot of nagging injuries. We saw a lot of people get hurt today. Kelvin Joseph, boy, was trash. DeAndre Bland, the guy that I told you about. I told you about him first preseason game. I said, look out for Bland. DeRon Bland. I said, DeAndre, I'm tripping. I need to go to bed. I'm calling people the wrong name and all that. But DeRon Bland, I told you the first preseason game, that man was going to make the team, and that's a guy you should look out for. He came out balling. Next thing you know, second half, he kind of went downhill a little bit. But it started with Kelvin Joseph giving up those 2 big plays and those touchdowns that he gave up. They just started abusing him. They just really started abusing him. And I understand we brought in a cornerback. I think it was Mullins that we brought in. He's on the practice squad. I expect him to play Saturday. T.Y. Hilton, I expect him to play Saturday against the Eagles. Because even though Noah Brown had a good game, 6 catches, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns, he dropped the ball on the most important play of the game. And it led to a pick 6, and that was it. That was it. Cowboys, this was your chance to, or one of your last chances to catch Philly, even though Philly won today. But once you lose today, it's over as far as you trying to win a division, which it might not be your goal, and that's cool. That's fine. But you got to keep that momentum going in the playoffs. So you got to come out hard against Philly. I'm expecting T.Y. Hilton to play. Where is Michael Gallup? Why is Michael Gallup disappearing? I haven't seen Michael Gallup really do nothing in 3 weeks. This is not good. This is our number 2 receiver. This is our number 2 receiver. And he's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Once they double team CeeDee Lamb, because CeeDee gets hot and get a couple of plays in, they double team him. This is when Michael Gallup is supposed to step up as the number 2 receiver who just received a fresh contract. We kept you over Amari Cooper. And I understand you had an injury that you overcame, but how many games have you played this year? And you actually balled a couple of those games. So we know you back. We know you healthy. We know you got over the mental block that you had earlier in the year. And we know you can do it, but you're not doing it. You're not being consistent at all. We haven't seen Michael Gallup in 3 weeks really do anything. And that concerns me. That is a concern. Kellen Moore, why are you calling 2 inside dial plays, and then you let them use their timeouts, which is cool. That's fine. That's fine. But they got 1 timeout left. They have 1 timeout left. Run the ball. Why you throwing it down? Why you throwing it downfield? And then to the slowest receiver on the field. That wasn't 1-on-1 with CD. That wasn't 1-on-1 with Michael Gallup. That was 1-on-1 with Noah Brown. Noah Brown is a good receiver, but he's not burning nobody over the top. Why you throwing a 9 route to Noah Brown, bruh? And saving them a timeout. I just don't understand that. The play calling in the first half was very good. And then the second half, you get too cute. Some plays, you just need to just run it down their throat. Zeke was doing his thing. Pollard was doing his thing. Sometimes you just got to keep doing that. Power football. All this fake reverses and all this cute stuff. And like what play was that? 3rd and 1? And we did like a screen I don't know what that was. Pollard got devoured in the backfield. I don't even remember what play it was. I don't remember what exactly the play call was. I don't know what that was. But it was bad. As soon as the ball left Dak's hands, the defender was there right in Pollard's face. It was horrible. So my concerns going into this next week with Philly, and really it ain't even Philly. I don't even care about the regular season. We just clinched the playoffs thanks to the Giants. It's time to start thinking playoffs now. So my concern going into the playoffs is Dak Prescott interceptions. I don't care how they happen. I don't care if he got hit on his arm. I don't care if he got hit in the backfield or it got tipped. The point is these interceptions are happening twice a game, and they need to stop. They need to stop. I have another concern of them going up by double digits and then all of a sudden taking their foot off the gas. And the play calling, which is Kellen Moore. I have a concern about that. And I have a huge concern about the DBs. With Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis out, Bland is good. I'm cool with Bland. Yeah, he gave up a few passes today, but overall, Bland had a pretty decent game. Kelvin Joseph, all the speed in the world on that man don't mean nothing if he's lost on the field. It means absolutely nothing if he's lost on the field. So he can be as fast as he wants. He can be a 99 speed on Madden. Don't mean nothing if you don't know where he's going. And I feel like his confidence is going to get worse and worse the more this happens. And we can't have a DB, which is really our second or third DB, going into the playoffs with no confidence. We cannot have it. We cannot have it. I don't understand what's going on with this team. The Cowboys fans are really annoying, upsetting. It's funny how Dak can miss only one incompletion. He can only miss one pass in the first half, have 2 touchdowns, and everybody say, oh, the team is balling. And then when a defense give up a 17-point lead and Dak gives you a drive with 5 minutes left that should have iced the game and the defense folded again, it's funny how all of a sudden it's Dak's fault that they lost. How? Yes, he threw a bad interception. He made up for it because he gave you a touchdown afterwards. Like, I don't. It's funny, man. I'm about to cuss. I ain't gonna do that. So I'm gonna stop. So I'm not on the radio or nothing right now, but I am on my platform, and it's whatever goes on this platform. This is YouTube. This is dope content. I can say whatever, however I want to say it, whichever way I want to say it. So I'm not tied down to the radio right now. I ain't on nobody's airways but mine. So, but still, I'm gonna be PG and I'm gonna keep it nice. But I have some concerns. Man. Defensive line wearing down, that's a concern. Linebackers wearing down, that's a concern. DBs outside of Diggs, that's a concern. I'm starting to get nervous about this defense, man. They had Houston wide receivers looking like number 1s last week, and they were number 3s and 4s because Brandon Cooks was out. So I'm nervous about this defense, man. I understand they've been balling all season, but I'm nervous now. They starting to look a little tired. They starting to wear down a little bit. Dak Prescott. Dak is the most confusing quarterback in the league, man, because he'll give you 23 or 30, which is great. 3 touchdowns, great. 107 QB rating, great. And then you turn around and get 2 interceptions. And those 2 interceptions come at like the worst time. Again, his arm got tipped today. I understand that's not necessarily his fault, but it's happening too often. It's happening too often that your arm is getting tipped. It got tipped last week on a pick. The pass to Noah Brown got tipped last week on a pick. And Noah Brown just flat out dropped it today in overtime. He just flat out dropped it in overtime. That's just what it is on that. That's not on Dak at all. It went right into his hands, right into his shoulder, bounced off his little chest pad, right into the defender arm, and he took off running with nobody over there to tackle him. So that's not on Dak. That's the only one I would be like completely, Dak is 100% free from that one. That's how I feel on that one. But I really want to go off on Cowboys fans right now. I really do. I really do, because the way they treat Dak is just ridiculous. Dak can give up over 500 yards. Dak did not give up over 500 yards. Going back to the Green Bay game, Dak put you in position to win. Guess who blew that lead? The defense. But it was all Dak's fault. How? How can y'all not keep it fair across the board? Why can't it be Dak messed up here? Yes, but Kellen messed up here as well. Or not Pollard, because Pollard been balling. Kelvin Joseph sucked too. Why does it have to be all Dak with you Cowboys fans? Like he's playing all 22 positions. Oh, Dak's the leader. It's the leaders all over the field. Parsons is a leader. Tank Lawrence is a leader. Dak is a leader. Zeke is a leader. It's more than one captain on the field. It's not just Dak. Dak's the leader of the team. You know how stupid you sound? Dak is not playing cornerback. Dak didn't give up 106 yards to Zay Johnson and 3 touchdowns. Dak didn't give up 92 yards to Christian Kirk. Dak didn't let ATN run for over 100 yards. He's nowhere on that side of the field. Dak didn't fumble that punt last week against Houston to get him momentum early in the game when you was about to destroy them. That's not Dak's fault. Everything is not Dak's fault. Yes, he's not perfect, and he got things to work on. I already said it. The interceptions concern me because I don't care how they happening. The point is they are happening every week. Two every week. So yeah, I am concerned about Dak. But stop saying everything is his fault when they lose, and then when they win, it's everybody else but him. That don't make sense at all. Bruh. You sound stupid. I'd rather you just say you don't like Dak and leave it at that. Stop trying to act like you know football because you sound dumb. Oh, but Dak should have threw the ball right here. Dak should have threw the ball. Shut up. You go do it. Since you so cold, well, Dak make $40 million. Stay out of another grown man's pockets. Bruh. You make what you make. He make what he make, and he's there for a reason. So shut up and let him do his job. Because you just sound like a hater to me. Dak make $40 million. Just do this. Dak make $40 million because Dak is a $40 million quarterback. By NFL standards, not your standards. Your standards don't matter. That's why you're not in the league doing anything, coaching, anything. Coaching, ownership, general manager, you're not doing anything. You're sitting at home watching on the couch, just like we're doing. But you want to judge a man's pockets and talk about who should be doing this and who should be doing that. You go do it. And if you think you that good, go coach a little league team or something. And let's see if you could get them to do it. Go coach middle school. Go coach high school. See if you could get them to do it. What you want Dak to do. Since you so good and you know everything, you so smart. I'm smart. You go do it. Y'all be killing me, bruh. Y'all kill me. And y'all act like Dak is the only QB that's like not balling. I mean, that's throwing interceptions. Josh Allen is throwing just as many interceptions as Dak. But ain't nobody talking about that. Nobody is talking about that. It's just always Dak. And then when they win, it's Josh Allen won. Not the Bills won. Josh Allen won. When the Cowboys win, oh yeah, it's everybody else except Dak.
Bruh.
It's annoying. It's annoying. And I hate that you guys have turned me into a Dak defender. Because I was the guy that was like, I love Dak being here, but Dak is this and Dak is that. Now I'm so annoyed with y'all that I'm just like, bruh, shut up. Don't tell me nothing bad about Dak. I know what's bad about him because them feelings haven't changed. Yes, he's inconsistent with these interceptions. That needs to stop. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. But I'm going to cut this rant short so we get into the rest of the NFL. Because I'm getting mad, and I know I'll be here all day, and that's not the goal, to be here all day. So let's get into the rest of the NFL. We got – actually, you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let me turn that off. Let's go back. Let's get into today, what happened today, week 15. Let's get into the rest of the games real quick. Eagles escape the Chicago Bears 25-20. Y'all remember when the Cowboys barely beat Houston, right? And they said the Bears gave us a good game up until the fourth quarter. Eagles beat them by 5 points. So all you Skip Bayless and people on social media and Shannon Sharps and all them that was talking down on the Cowboys because Chicago gave us a good game up until the fourth, keep that same energy with the Eagles.
Bruh.
I expect to hear you say the same thing. Don't come on there talking about, oh, the Eagles are so resilient. The Eagles are this and that. They're a powerhouse. They won by 5 against Chicago. Keep that same energy you gave Dallas, right? The Saints, steady moving up. They're increasing their playoff chances in their division, beating the Falcons 21-18. Both teams are now 5-9. Detroit Lions keeping their playoff hopes alive, moving to 7-7, dropping the Jets to 7-7 as they beat the Jets 20-17. Carolina controlled their own narrative coming into the game, and they obviously don't want to go to the playoffs.
Bruh.
They fall to 5-9 after losing 16-24 to the Steelers. The Steelers are now 6-8. Carolina is 5-9. We just talked about the Cowboys losing 40-34 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who recently just got hot. Jaguars got hot out of nowhere. They are 6-8. Cowboys are 10-4. Cowboys still are winless in that stadium. Cowboys have never won in that Jacksonville stadium. It's amazing. So that should have told you right there that something stupid was going to happen. And I had a feeling. That's why I'm not really too mad. I'm more upset about how the Cowboys fans are talking about Dak when the defense gave up over 500 yards. That's what pissed me off today. Not them losing. What pissed me off is the Cowboys fans. And I'm a Cowboys fan. And Cowboys fans are idiots. Point blank period. The Chiefs go to overtime with guess who? Guess who the Chiefs went to overtime with, y'all? Oh, the freaking Houston Texans. I better hear that same energy for the Chiefs, who's one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl. I better hear that same energy for the Chiefs all week that you gave the Cowboys last week. They went to overtime. And won with Houston. We beat them in regulation. So okay. Let me keep it moving. Let me keep it moving because that's another rant coming right there. I'm going to leave it alone. But anyway, the Chiefs moved to 11-3. Texans are 1-12-1. Let's just keep it moving. Keep that same energy that you gave the Cowboys. Houston been playing everybody tough. They played the Eagles tough as well. Keep that same energy. Oh, the Cowboys should have blew them out. The Chiefs should have blown them out too. They went to overtime with them. Keep that same energy. Broncos, let's ride. Russell Wilson and the Broncos take out the Cardinals 24-15. Both teams are now 4-10. Both teams are now eliminated from the playoffs. The Raiders in a crazy finish beat the New England Patriots. New England Patriots are 7-7. Raiders is now 6-8 and trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Raiders win 30-24. I didn't see the game, but I did see the last play, and that was just stupid. Just go down and go to overtime, bruh. They trying to do a hook and lateral, and they hooked it and lateraled it right into Chandler Jones, and that boy took off for a touchdown. So ran right over the quarterback, stiffed arm and ran him over. Touchdown, end of the game. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, probably ever. The Chargers, okay, Chargers 8-6 now. After taking out the Tennessee Titans, 17-14. Chargers keeping their playoff hopes alive. Titans are now falling out of the playoffs. It's not looking good for the Titans, man. They're on a little loser streak right now. Cincinnati Bengals with a huge second half. The comeback on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ladies and gentlemen. 34-23, Cincinnati wins. Cincinnati is 10-4. Buccaneers are 6-8, but unfortunately they are still number one in the AFC South. I'm sorry, the NFC South. Let me give you another one. NFC South is trash. And Tom Brady's going to end up in the playoffs just because of that. With an under 500 record. Trash. Camera right here, I'm looking at my screen. Trash. NFC South, trash. Tom Brady's going to end up in the playoffs and somehow watch. I just have a feel, man, I don't even want to put this in the atmosphere that he gets hot in the playoffs. Him and Mike Evans and all them just magically get hot in the playoffs. I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere, but it could happen. But NFC South, trash. And then a game that just went off maybe like 30 minutes ago, the New York Giants in a close one against the Washington Commanders. They win 20-12. Giants are now 8-5-1. Commanders are 7-6-1. Giants move up ahead of them in the wild card race. Washington is still technically in the wild card right now because they have Detroit behind them and Seattle behind them with 7-7 records. But that's a big win for the Giants, man. And shout out to them, man. The Giants played a good game tonight. That was an entertaining game, even though it was only 20-12. Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones went off on a run game. Taylor Heineke had a nice little passing game. 249 yards on 29 attempts. Throwing a couple of darts deep down the field. Let's get into the rest of the week. 49ers moved to 10-4. They clinched the NFC West as they take out the Seattle Seahawks. 21-13. Seattle is now 7-7, as I mentioned earlier. The Colts go up by 36. 36-0. The Colts are winning 36-0 in the third quarter. And the Vikings come all the way back to get the win, 39-36. Matt Ryan blows another huge lead. Just ridiculous. Just retire, bruh. Just retire. Ravens lose to the Browns 13-3. The Ravens, you don't want to pay Lamar Jackson. You see what it is without Lamar Jackson. 3 points against Cleveland, who's already eliminated from the playoffs. Well, technically, they're not eliminated. They can still possibly get in. They need a lot of help. But Ravens, 3 points in Cleveland. When you trying to keep your first place spot in the AFC in your division. Cincinnati got it now. You don't have it now. Cincinnati got it. So, because you choked against Cleveland. Trash. You need Lamar Jackson. You might want to pay him. You might want to get that man some wide receivers. I'm just saying. In a snowstorm, you had the Miami Dolphins lose to the Buffalo Bills 32-29. Buffalo's now 11-3. The Dolphins are now 8-6. This was a good game. Buffalo wins on the game-winning field goal, and they slid. They started doing snow angels and all that stuff. It was pretty funny. I was mad because I wanted Miami to win that game. I wanted Miami to win. I thought they was going to win. They kept it close, and Josh Allen then went down the field when they needed to go down the field and got the field goal, and that's what it is. Then tomorrow night, you got the LA Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers, we already made predictions on that this past Tuesday. So if you didn't leave your comments, it's too late now. So let's get ready to leave your comments on week 17? Week 17? Or is it week 16? Let me look. It's week 16 that we are on. So let's get right into it. Week 16 predictions. We got two teams fighting for playoff positions as the Jaguars take on the Jets. Jags are on a roll right now. The Jets are on a losing streak right now. Right now, Vegas has it as an even line. I've been riding with the Jets as my sleeper team all year. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to the Jags right now, but I still got to ride with the Jets. That's who I picked as a sleeper team in the offseason. I got to stick with it. So I got the Jets beating the Jags. Next up, Buffalo takes on Chicago. In Chicago, I got Buffalo winning that game. Then you got the Saints taking on the Browns. The Saints are still in the playoff hunt, and they can still win a division. So with that said, I'm taking the Saints in Cleveland. Next up, we got Houston versus Tennessee. I got Tennessee winning there, but I think Houston's going to make it a good game. Seattle at Kansas City. Seattle needs this win. Seattle needs a win bad. But do they beat Kansas City? I think not. I got the Chiefs at home. Giants taking on Minnesota. This is another important game for both. Minnesota is still chasing Philly for that number one spot in the NFC and that first round bye. But if that's tough. If the Giants could play how they did tonight, they look pretty good tonight. But Justin Jefferson is a different beast from all the receivers they played tonight, man. Justin Jefferson is on a different level. This is tough. This is tough. And they in Minnesota. Man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take the Giants. I think the Giants will be my upset pick of the week. I'll take the Giants. Cincinnati at New England. New England needs a win bad, especially after today. That botch, I don't know what happened. That was crazy. New England needs a win desperately to keep their playoff hopes alive. But Cincinnati is on a roll right now. I think Cincinnati is going to win. I'm sorry, New England. I wanted to pick y'all, but I think Cincinnati is going to win. Detroit at Carolina. Both teams needing to win. Carolina still has a chance to win their division. Detroit can get in the playoffs. They can get in the wild card, which is crazy. I knew they would be better. I said they would be better in the preseason, but to be sneaking in the playoffs, I don't know. I didn't know about that. But I think I'm gonna take Detroit, man. Detroit is the hot team right now, so I'm gonna take Detroit over Carolina. Falcons at the Ravens. Both teams needing to win. Really, the Falcons need to win, but I think the Falcons didn't quit on themselves. I think the Falcons are done for the year. Even though they still have a chance to win their division, I think the Falcons are done for the year. Mariota quitting on the team after being benched. Yeah, they got a lot of issues right now in Atlanta. So I got the Ravens beating the Falcons. Washington at San Francisco, I almost said Carolina. Washington at the 49ers. 49ers clinched their division. Do they really have anything to play for? I don't think they're going to catch Philly or the Vikings. They could catch the Vikings, technically, I guess. But, I mean, do they really have anything to play for outside of getting momentum? Washington really needs this game to stay in the playoff hunt. Man, that's tough. I want to pick Washington for it because I feel like they're going to come back. They're going to come back fighting hard. But I'm going to take the 49ers. Got the 49ers over Washington. Eagles at Cowboys. Man, that's a big game right there. That's the main event of the week.
Let's go.
That's the main event of the week, man. Eagles and Cowboys. This game everybody been waiting on since, the Eagles barely escaped Cooper Rush. They sitting there celebrating. Ooh, we beat Cooper Rush. I know the Cowboys just lost but I've been saying it all year. Until they show me otherwise, Dak Prescott owns the NFC East. He might lose to everybody else, but he don't lose to NFC East teams. Dak owns Philly. He owns the Giants. He owns the whatever that name is, football team, the Commanders. He owns them. So until I see otherwise, I got the Cowboys winning. Until Philly show me, hey, we can dominate Dak Prescott, because Dak owns the NFC East. He might lose to everybody else, but he ain't losing the NFC East. So with that said, and the Cowboys are going to come in pissed off, hopefully, after blowing this game today. They should be at 11 wins, and they're now 3 games behind the Eagles. I think the Cowboys are going to win. And we got the Raiders at the Steelers. Both teams are 6-8. I'm going to take the... Ooh, that's tough. Raiders then kind of caught fire, but Pittsburgh is pretty nice too. I'm going to take the Steelers. And then Sunday we have the Packers at the Dolphins. I got Miami winning that game. Broncos at Rams in the game nobody cares about. I guess the Broncos. The Broncos do have a better defense, and Russell Wilson is better than whoever's playing quarterback in LA, so I'm going to take the Broncos. Tampa Bay at Arizona, Sunday night game. I mean, Arizona is done. Tampa Bay should win this game. I would be highly surprised if Tampa Bay don't win. I got Tampa Bay winning, especially to, keep ahead in their division. But I would absolutely love if Arizona can sneak out a win here. I would absolutely love if that happens. Chargers at the Colts. I got the Chargers moving to 9-6 against the Colts. And that is the Week 16 predictions. Leave your comments in the section. Leave your comments and your predictions for Week 16. Once again, I won't be here Thursday. That's why I'm doing this tonight now. So you guys can still have a chance to, win gift cards and merch for Christmas and etc. And I appreciate my people. I like to show love to my people, man. So vacation mode is supposed to start 2 hours ago. And I'm still here doing an extra video, YouTube exclusive, just for you guys. So, and just for you guys to have a chance to win. Because I wanted to keep it going. I don't want to miss any weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Let's keep growing those YouTube numbers. We gained over 1,000 people in the last 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. So let's keep it going. Keep the momentum. People on Twitch, man, my Twitch is already there. We already at 6,100 consistently. That's staying where it is. So to the people over there, appreciate y'all. Come on over to YouTube now. Right, come on, 6,100. Bring it to YouTube. Let's keep that same energy on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, thank y'all, man, for coming through and watching. I hope y'all have a great night, a great holiday season. Merry Christmas if y'all don't see me again, which you should if you're a wrestling fan, because on Christmas Day, I will be back next Sunday with my guy MT Darkness from Twitch for the Budget Cut Podcast as we do the best of 2022 episode, ladies and gentlemen. So that should be fire. And then the following Tuesday, I will be here talking to us about the Dallas Cowboys beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Because it's coming. It's happening. Until I see otherwise, Dak Prescott owns the Eagles. That's just what it is. He owns the NFC East. 7-3 against the Eagles. 10-0 in his last 10 against the Giants. I can't even remember the Commanders record, but it's a winning record too. So I'm just saying. The last 2 Eagles wins over the Cowboys came against Ben DiNucci and Cooper Rush. So you might want to calm it down, and you've been barely escaping teams like the Colts by 1 point, when your coach is in the stand celebrating, talking trash to the Colts fans because you won by 1 point against the Colts. It's the Colts. You struggled against Houston, and then you struggled against Chicago. You're not unbeatable, bruh. I understand you got a great record. Good job. I am a Jalen Hurts fan. Jalen Hurts is calm and collected. Like I told you he would be in the preseason. I said it. You can go look it up. We on YouTube. You go look it up. I've been talking good on Jalen Hurts since his college days. You go look it up. You ain't got to believe me. Go look it up. Just go look it up. Sports Podcast is in the playlist. It's all there. Go look it up. I said it. I know I said it. You know I said it if you watch. So I'm not mad at the Eagles. I'm just saying y'all are beatable. Y'all are good. Talent all across the board. All across the board. Talented. I'm not going to take that away from y'all. Even though your coach is a douche. He's a douchebag. He's a good coach. He's a good coach. And he fits that culture. So I'm not hating on the Eagles. Don't think it's hate. I hate their fans. I don't hate the Eagles. I hate their fans. But yeah, man. Yeah. I think y'all gonna lose this weekend. And then y'all gonna hit us with the excuse, oh, it doesn't matter because you lost to the Jags. We still gonna win the division, so the game didn't matter. That's your excuse. You already started it when y'all beat Cooper Rush. Y'all like, it's not gonna matter when you beat us because it ain't gonna matter. I've already heard it. I heard this excuse 4 weeks ago. So I already know what the excuse is going to be when we do beat y'all. But just know Cowboys will beat the Eagles, and it will be a different tune next week. And then as we get ready for the playoffs, it's going to be hard to go to Philly and beat them. It's going to be real hard to go to Philly and beat them. So shout out to Philly for getting that home field advantage if they maintain it. They should. I don't see why they wouldn't. But shout out to Philly. I respect y'all. I really do. I respect y'all. I really do. So I'm not gonna do power rankings today. We're gonna leave that, to Tony and them get back until we get back on our regular schedule. This actually went longer than what I wanted it to go. So I'm gonna cut it short and I'm gonna say thank y'all for watching again, man. Y'all be safe. And I am out. Vacation mode, baby. Vacation mode, baby. Let's go.